Criminals don't know boundaries. They don't know provincial borders. If we close loopholes here, we know that dirty money will be looking for another opportunity. And so I think I can't underestimate the importance of the work that we do with our federal colleagues and with our provincial colleagues in making sure we're closing those loopholes on behalf of not only British Columbians, but in fact, all Canadians.
Today, I'm happy to announce an additional $10 million going to the RCMP so that we can coordinate to get the information and have the systems so that we get that ability to actually prosecute. It's really critically important.
With respect to anyone crossing our border, they are all subject. 95 million people cross the border of Canada and the United States each and every year. The CBSA is the agency primarily responsible for doing background checks for everyone who crosses that border. And just to reassure all Canadians, everyone who crosses that border irregularly is detained first by the RCMP. And the RCMP and CBSA do very extensive background checks. They have access to biometrics, fingerprint and photograph. They have access to a number of different databases with the United States, but also internationally. All of those background checks are done to ensure that no one is entering the country who might represent a risk of criminality or national security.
We're just looking for those resources to get those dedicated police officers working on this using federal jurisdiction. We've got many unlicensed money services businesses, unregistered with FINTRAC, that could be closed tomorrow if there were police out there that had the resources to be able to do that work. That's just one example of what could be done and why we will continue to press the federal government for resources for enforcement. Information sharing is critically important, but as we know with the FINTRAC reports, well, here in British Columbia, those reports were collected, but who was looking at them? And the information can be shared, but shared with whom in British Columbia?